Well, greetings to everyone. Here we are, week 8 of the Iowa legislative session. And this week was interesting. I'm sure some of my colleagues have some additional comments, but mostly it was debate on the floor and a few committees. I know today we're going to have some lengthy debate also. And we're kind of moving into that process where the second funnel will take place and bills need to be passed out of the chamber to stay alive for debate down the road. So one area that I've worked on for quite a while is the medical cannabis system that we have. And John Forbes and I, who's a state rep from the Des Moines metro area, we've worked on that to try and make sure people in our state get access to high-quality medical cannabis. So I'm hopeful and look forward to hearing my colleagues what their comments are about the week.
Hi everybody. So as Bob said, we did a lot of debate. We've got 35 bills yet to go today. But I had a lot of my committees canceled. So what I got to do is go to Moore Elementary and hang out with the second graders yesterday and talk to the teachers and the students and see how they're feeling about everything. And so got some input. I do have a small bill amendment for the second graders. They would like ice cream every Tuesday, so we're going to work on that amendment this session yet. But so that was kind of a great thing to do, to break away from the Capitol and actually get out there in the community and talk to students and teachers. The other thing that I have been getting a lot of feedback on is that the solar credit was cut in Iowa, and we were just talking to the solar folks downstairs, and what a disappointment across Iowa. You know, that's such a great resource, and we really could have done a lot more with that, and with that being cut, people are really feeling the hit from that. And then our historical tax credit got cut in half. And that is going to make a huge impact on Black Hawk County and surrounding areas and rural areas in Iowa. But that is really going to be a big hit, and I don't think people understand the impact that's going to have until it does. So those are things that are happening, good things, bad things, but we continue to be down here doing the best that we can, and we appreciate all of the phone calls, emails, and visits from you guys. So thank you, and we'll see you next week.
Hello everyone, thanks for joining us again today. It's Wednesday, but it's been quite hectic already this week. I might just follow up on the comment about the solar tax credit, and that is, as far as I know, we're not giving up on that yet. We will be looking for a line item in appropriations to make that come through. So haven't given up yet. As far as goings on this week, our friends from the Federation of Labor were here this week. It was great to see them and talk about issues that are important to them, because we have things like the unemployment bill that's possibly going to come up, which we will want to deal with if we can. And then one of my highlights was in Information Technology Committee meeting, we had an information session with the Office of the Chief Information Officer, who happens to be Matt Behrens from Cedar Falls, Iowa. He's the interim director, and gave us an update. I'll insert a couple of maps in the video that shows before and after. So we're feeling very good about the progress. I will say that we appropriated $100 million to the program this year. The federal government appropriated $210 million to the program this year. So when you hear the bashing of our president by state leadership, just remember that the infrastructure is making a huge difference here in Iowa. So thank you for joining us. We're going to have a lot of fun this afternoon with 33 more bills. A few committee meetings tomorrow, not too many, but we'll see you back in town and in the county this weekend. Take care.
Well, as you can tell, it's been a really busy week. I had the opportunity to speak to one in Iowa yesterday at the Capitol. And in those conversations, it showed how important the legislation that Representative Brown Powers and Representative Kressick championed to ensure that we have the suicide hotline in the back of high school students and middle school students' ID. Some legislation that's come down here in Iowa has made this even more relevant and more necessary. So that's disappointing, it's heartbreaking, but I'm glad that we have some champions in the Cedar Valley who are taking the lead to ensure that we're buffering our young people from the impacts of negative legislation. Also, we'll be debating a bill increasing the penalties for heroin distribution in the state of Iowa. We are going to offer an amendment as well to do some harm reduction. We're going to incarcerate folks who are damaging families and lacing heroin with fentanyl, which we know has caused us to lose lots of lives in the state of Iowa. But it's also important that we rehabilitate folks who have issues with substance abuse. And so I'm excited to push that amendment as well. And then I know we're planning to see you all in person here in a couple of weeks, and so we really look forward to being able to engage you in person, have some real conversation about what's happening in this legislative session and how we can utilize your support to ensure that we end this year on a positive note. And so we look forward to talking to you all soon and see you next week.